Right, yeah, just like this is just a kind of retouch of what we have done in the morning, but we did quite a lot of things just today, and we did the review back today, and we talked about dex trading, and perhaps we move around different staking project, and we emphasize on the fact that where we're going in the crypto space, we're going to Web3 that's going to align the incentivizing of a creator, content creator, or whatever, NFTs creators or idea creators that is connected. And so you can connect every of your ideas into a key, and then you get incentivized as people get to make use of your ideas or images or whatever on the internet. And for it to work, we now have like a breeder version of Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. So where we don't only deal about interactions and the data, right? But we'll deal more on content, keys, as a kind of identity. Now, but good number of people we're still struggling with the 2.0, and but many things are about to happen. And now we talked about the market in the morning or yesterday, some coins, and then we use BTC as a practical example. And we quickly just run a simple, we run a simple test of a kind of the market that we see by days and week. We're not trend, but by 4 hours and all of that, we are actually in downtrend. And we use 4 hours, and we told you why you need to use 4 hours as the case may be. And then we run a kind of well, let's go here. So we run a simple, not detailed, right, TA, but to make it simple for us. And with this, creating a trend line. Sorry. I'm coming. Let's take off here. Then now we did that, and then we did another one of a short move here as at in the morning, and I showed us some indicators. And then we brace up here of the limits that the market have been struggling. Just a moment. So, and I did inform us that we were on this unless we're able to break out of this, and which I gave was 39,000. Now, once we're able to break out of 39,000, you can say, okay, give and take. Another struggle we may have is 40, 42 till at $43,000 before we, continue the journey. Now, perpetually, and we now said the market created a kind of limit Okay, perhaps you can say trading within our limits. Sorry. Trading within a limit, and we said within this limit, Bitcoin have been going up and down, and struggle to break out. And that was when we went back to some of my indicator over here. There we go. That we saw as at morning. Now, when we were doing the trading, some of my indicators here had not given a signal that we bull. Why? Because for us to bull, if I've seen that we have touched the first, second, and third, and then we broke down. While we broke down, the market was to say we are bullish because we have something like this from here, for instance, over here, and the market say, well, we've not really broke down to this previous time, so we're still up. And then the market continue again, and it go up here, and then and broke again, as it were, and break below the trend line, as it were, over here. Then they say, oh, the market is actually going banana. Now it got down again because never got down here. We said if the market may hit 35 and return back, and it got to 36 and return back, we now said the worst we're going to have is that the market, if it break below 35, then we could see 32, 31 before we talk about 39 using the long-term interval. Now, but we said we need to rally above 39K for us to continue, because this was a free fall. Now, nothing should hold. You can see now when the market has broken the trend line, then it's like, oh, I'm now out of this. Now, using like Ichimoku cloud was what we saw here. We say it was struggling within the red cloud and come over here, sorry, and come over here, then was able to break out of the cloud, then up. And that's when the confirmation came and said, well, we are broke below all those struggle, all those resistance. Now it's confirmed that, okay, we are out of this place and up. But we still have other places to war with. And that was where we talked about, I think yesterday, we talked about trend, right? There's nobody who go against the trend that will succeed. So you must understand the trend and follow the trend. This is what's happening. This is how it's going to go. And then you say, no. Then definitely you will. So understand the trend and tap with it and be able to get up. I will say, oh, the market is about to break out. That we saw that the trend has reversed. The market is going up by looking at a break, right? A cross of MACD line crossing this Mr. Man signal line. So the MACD crossing signal line is another confirmation that, okay, the market is going up. But people are waiting for real confirmation that we're able to break the previous limit that we have been hitting the first time, second time, and almost the third time. Then for us to say, okay, yeah, we're up. If not, we'll get to that place again and hit and struggle. And then, the next thing is for us to come down. And that was why we said, okay, let us buy some coin. I think we use an example of a coin, which went to Binance. We went to Binance to check LTO that yesterday. Then even if it pumped, it dumped down, but we never mind that it's going to continue the trend as it were. Then you could see that it actually going, and my own market was set at 28 and 30. Then if it break more than that, then we could have a lot of things. And then we now took aspect of you trust that we should buy from that 19 cent or 20 cent. You trust, UTR or something. Is it you trust? Oh. UTK. All right. So you can see UTK is gradually to moving, as it were. And then we'll talk about volume. That when you're coming to the market, going to coin market cap to check 24 hours volume of what's going to happen in the market. So that when you come here, so this is the market, and we picked Solana and some other related coins. So forget about Bitcoin, it's just a direction showing and then going around direction. That we now say go here, click 24 hours. Now clicking 24 hours, of course, by default, USDT, the BTC, Ethereum, say, okay, leave those guys. They are big guys. Unless you are trading, maybe future trading, and you want to go long, you want to be on the safer side to trade future. Altcoin are always not too good to trade future, because anything can happen for them to get manipulated as fast as possible. So it's okay, let me go for BTC at 9% growth now, and 9% growth by 10x, that's already 9 times 10, that's already 90% that you probably could have done. And Ethereum, the same thing. Now, but we said this volume, Solana, Terra, right? Solana, Terra, and BNB, as it were, that we could pick those ones. Probably XRP was among the Cardano. Then we could pick it because of the volume. Said I want to trade based on the volume, and then check in the market for what is the volume like. And give and take, we just did all of those experiments using the Binance, the KuCoin, and Team Binance and KuCoin. How you transfer, right? How you transfer fund from let's go here. That any money you deposit into just hope this one is open. Now, any fund you deposit into the main account, for it to be used for trading, you must make a transfer, either USDT or BTC, into the trading account before you could go into trade and then spot, all right, and then begin to exercise your understanding as per the market. All right, we give a lot of warning for people not to be emotional in their trading, and stick to your pattern, style you have chosen, and work with it. Don't get freaked down because price of this is doing that. Then that was also, then we said those tools we mentioned on the trade, that DEX trading, wallet, you need a MetaMask, especially MetaMask on your laptop, then other ones you need on your phone, and then exchange platform, which was sexy yesterday, and then we're talking about DEX now. That was a PancakeSwap is predominantly programmed on Binance blockchain and protocol, while Uniswap programmed on Ethereum blockchain, and then while QuickSwap, and then we have all of them, SpoggySwap, on Avalanche, and so many other platforms like that. And then we said you need information platform, Cointelegraph, Twitter, Coindex, aggregators. For instance, now, if you go in, this was what we did the other day, and all of those things, why you need them. Now, if you go like open up and check Cointelegraph now, you may be seeing some favorable information, Cointelegraph, right? So you may be seeing some favorable information. These tokens saw the biggest trading volume pumps last week. How could traders benefit, right? What are the coins? They can just bring a lot of topics, and then somebody begin to say his own ideology, bad news, good news, and all of that. So you need to, okay, look at front. And I think yesterday, I think it was the first day, I was saying I was following front, and it did marvelously well. Front fought, then we couldn't trade it because it has already done what you want to do, and so they did all of those analysis, comprehensive crypto, data intelligence, and all of that. So there's an information bank that you could read more updates on what's happening in the market, favorable and unfavorable news, and that it could help you. Now we say other tools like decentralized exchange. we talked about DEX tool. Now, talking about DEX tool, it work the work of both, like similar like CoinMarketCap, and helping you to analyze the update. And because some of those coins are listed newly on the PancakeSwap, on Uniswap, on QuickSwap, and all of that. Some of them have not been on CoinMarketCap. Let's use an example. This is a coin, NXTT, is even there. There's a coin that we did in Animal Farm today. I'm sure it won't be there on CoinMarketCap. Let's quickly look at it. Pigs and dogs. Okay, so these are the places where people missed out of when you are trading on DEX. So dogs. That's all. This one are not the dogs we're looking for. Okay, dogs, Republic of Dogs, no. So now pigs. Nothing like that. Okay, let's go to CoinGecko. Maybe we'll find it there. No, dogs. These are not the dogs. Now, what's happening? Now, if you go to DEX tool, right, it gives you information. Now, dogs on some Binance chain. But if you don't have inner information of what's happening, that's where you need information. You will know something like that exists. Now, let's go very quickly. Pigs. Okay, look at pigs / BUSD. Let me show you something very fast. Come on, you are 500 already. Now look at pigs. Look at pigs. Now this coin was listed, was launched yesterday, the night. It's those of us who are on Drip Network know about it. And you do know that it got started. Okay, look at it. This it was at $3. Then when we were able to see the trading was at $66 at this place. Then it broke a line. And of course, what we told you, a pull-up is not a natural growth. That means there's something behind that growth. Sorry. Yeah, okay. So that means there's something fishing behind that growth. You can see the pumping has started again. There is something behind because it comes down to as low as 300, right? So that means there's something behind that growth. It was not ordinary. But we said every abnormal growth, even before you use your Fibonacci retracement, that every abnormal spike, we expect at least 50% correction for it to now start its healthy movement. All right? And then if you look at it now, let me close this. What the hell? Two hours, can you get that? Okay, we use 30 minutes. Now you see down the stuff pumping down and then contain a kind of a rule up here that I'm not going down. And then, but you saw that there was a breakdown initially, and then it crosses here. The MACD line crosses the signal line, and then up we go. Then you are seeing like a return now, and then start to create a trend. We have told you yesterday, an uptrend, when there's a pullback, never hit down to the previous low, and then create another, low, instead of coming down to a lower or hitting to the previous low or below that, rather it was pullback. That's what a healthy pullback, right? Now, this one now to go up may not just do a necessary spike like this. Then you may have to be doing staircase, and all of that. Now, but there should be something behind it that is pumping it excessively. What is pumping this coin? Just a make-believe of an ecosystem to stake the coin and begin to earn other projects. Then it continues that way. But if I didn't tell you this, or if you don't have access to bank of information, you will know that such a thing exists. Let's look at the dogs, just an example, so that you know how the principle of DEX trading is not the same as sex trading. Now, most coins on centralized exchange will be well known by some volumes and all of that. Look at this guy. This guy even refused to drop down crazily. But because the pumping activities of this guy didn't go too terribly up, highest was about $162, and then it pulled back to as low as $99 or thereabout, and then now taking it lightly. And that's why most time when people come in a market like that, we say, don't jump in, because it's very unlikely that you buy from here. While you are trying to buy, the liquidity going on, because it's on DEX. Now, now you can see trying to cross, that just crossed. You may see a smart move anytime soon for this guy, because I can see that. So every coin you are looking for, you know, that on DEX, either it has been listed on CoinMarketCap or not, come to DEX2. You can search information about them, can read and observe what type of movement are they going to have next and all of that. Now that's a DEX tool, and we have other, you know, we have other tool that for DEX, there are so many of them, but at least basically you should know these. You want to search for some coins or projects and all of that, calculate, come over here. Now, we talked about staking, and I said that if you are very new in the market, then you have your MetaMask, for instance, and having your MetaMask, this is what should happen. By default, MetaMask is going to be on the Ethereum blockchain. That's the protocol. Then, but as time goes on, you now want to do transaction that is on Pancake, not Pancake, sorry, forgive me. You now want to do transaction that is on Binance chain, that is on Binance chain, is on call it forgive, is on Polygon and the like. Now, at that point, you will not be able to use this. So what am I supposed to do? I say go to PancakeSwap. Very simple. Go to PancakeSwap, open PancakeSwap, for instance. Here is PancakeSwap. Now, when you open your PancakeSwap, it tells you connect wallet. So by default, when you click on connect wallet, it's going to ask you switch network. Now, I connect MetaMask, right? Now, to connect MetaMask, it's going to ask me to what? Switch network. That is, the network is on Ethereum, switch it to Binance chain. Then I say, okay, yes. In your own case, it's going to say switch network, connect, sign in, approve, or something like that. Then by default, once that is done, it has added PancakeSwap, Binance Smart Chain into your MetaMask. The same thing, you want to add Polygon. Very simple way to do that is to go to QuickSwap, like as I was explaining in the morning. So to go to QuickSwap, now by clicking on QuickSwap, it uses Polygon network, but it's not connected yet. So in your case, it asks you to connect. When you connect, it's going to ask you to switch. So when you click on switch, you say accept, connect, and all of that. Then by that, you are able to connect. And then after connecting, then you want to do transaction. But take note that today we have a breach of a Uniswap to allow Polygon to be, traded on the platform. And so that means by default, if I want to trade mostly on Uniswap, is any coin that is seated on the Ethereum blockchain. But you know that Polygon is a scale, just like a form of layer 2 out of Ethereum blockchain. So there's that connection, right? Now, ordinarily, if I remove it back here, probably on Ethereum, now you can see if I want to connect, it's showing Ethereum. And now the coin you want to trade, like we talked about NXTT, is on Polygon network. How will I know? When you search for a coin you want to trade, right? NXTT, NetEth token. Now, when you search for it, in the morning when we came, it was 49. That's 49 here, was negative, now it's 21. That means somebody who bought that money must have made some money, in USDT, about 21%. Now, how will I know? It's on Polygon. Look at it, it's here. Every coin you type, the protocol they are. Now I'm meant to copy the contract address and then probably go to my wallet and add it. And then I want to trade it. So if I go to Uniswap, so what's going to happen? On Uniswap, right? Where is it? Okay, there is Uniswap. There's a need for me to change to Polygon. So in this case, it asks you to connect because I've been using it, that's why I showed that. So if you have been using it and it's on Ethereum, just come back here and select Polygon. Now, it says now switch network. Yeah, switch it. Connect. Now, to now trade, I need the contract address. You know, you have copied it from CoinMarketCap. Then I paste it. NXT, right? Then I want to buy it. I think I bought 300 or something in the money with one Matic. So let's look at it. 350 something. I think 357, yeah. Now 357 now is now 1.11 Matic. That means a mix of gain. All right. Now the one I bought with 200 was 15,000 something with 200 Matic. I was showing to people in the morning. 200 Matic was 15. Was it 15,000? Oh, 40 Matic. 40 Matic. 40 Matic. Right? Was 15,000 plus now 12,000 plus. So if I want to take that 15,000 now, 15,000 something around that. 15,000 something, 15,570 or thereabout. So that when we came in the morning, it was around 46. That's additional 6 on it. So it has gone up. Now, to cut the long story short, the money used in buying everything that is here, this NXTT, was 41 Matic. So let's look at it. How much is it worth now? If I want to sell everything, 41 Matic was what I used. That means I'm now having 49.3. Am I selling? No, but I'm just showing you. Now, when you want to swap back, the coin you have bought, when you want to swap back, it's going to ask you to allow. So they will charge you gas fee for doing that first. Look at it if I click allow. So it's going to take you up to say allow this transaction to be done. So if I want to do, I click yes, confirm. It's going to charge me a small fraction of Matic for doing that. So that means my gas fee for swapping this coin because of Matic protocol is going to be Matic. That's Polygon. Now, once that, you have to wait for the confirmation to be done. And once the confirmation is done, then you are able to have the transactions, it tells you swap. So let's wait. We're waiting for the transaction to be confirmed. To be confirmed. Where are you? Are you done? What is it? So let's see. Something must have been wrong. So let's forget about it. But that's how it enables you to do the transaction. Then you can swap if you want to swap back. So swapping, but sometimes when you are swapping a coin, look at it. You want to swap a coin, and then having put the money you want to spend. Let's say you put this, and it shows you this is a point something, and it refuses you to swap. Wipe off every number from the decimal point. Make everything to be a whole number. Make everything to be a whole number. So when everything is a whole number, then you try it again. If you refuse, then if this last number is 3, you can change it to 2 or 1 or 0, then try it again. you must exhaust all this strategy first before you go ahead to say, let me increase my slippage. So not every time you want to swap and the coin refuses you to swap, you go and increase your slippage. It may not be slippage you need. It may be those minor things to be done. Sometimes the center number, you can change it maybe here to 9, or 7 as the case may be, right? So then you could swap. Now, why most persons, many of us now, avoid using Ethereum, anything on Ethereum blockchain, because the gas fee is high. So with a high gas fee, most persons want to swap on Ethereum blockchain. But if a coin you want to trade, you know the capacity of the coin, you know the potential of the coin, but you have no option. You have to use it. But note that you pay a lot of gas fee. Now, the one that have less gas fee like this Polygon now, or you want to use PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is basically on Binance Smart Chain. So PancakeSwap on Binance Smart Chain is going to enable you to trade effortlessly without unnecessary charges. Okay, so now PancakeSwap, you see, we trade a lot of coins on PancakeSwap. Like, let me use an example. Drip network, Drip. All right, this coin have been stagnated within a cycle since. Let me check on this, please. All right, Drip network. This was a coin that was at nothing, at a very low amount of money. Okay, it's already trading above the cloud. Okay, let me use, I'm sure it's still hindering around the cloud. Okay, slightly above the cloud. So this is 4 hours time frame. Yeah, you can see the guy is still struggling. That means if he's unable to break out of this and go above the cloud, enter this place, we call it down back to 120 or so. And if he cannot hold, that means, but there was a healthy movement of the coin over here. As of last year, the coin was, I think, was as low as $6. So last year, September, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so, and then it was as cheap as that, down. It's about just like that. So some movement. Now, if I want to trade the coin, so it's more for me to copy the contract address. Now we'll talk about staking and the money. I think after now you can go on to the YouTube channel, and all the recording from the day 1 till today are there, so you can refresh and then to learn more. There are so many staking platforms. We experimented Brew Labs staking. In the morning, we said some are locked, some are open-ended, where it's flexible. You can unstake at any time. Like we talked about this Brew Labs, that if you stake, you see some 80 days, some 30 days. That means for these 30 days, you must not unstake. If you unstake, you may have to pay fine for unstaking it. Now you'll have this one 80% per annum, and then you have to stake it 180 days, you won't touch it. But this one, the difference is you cannot stake at any time. And then, but of course, you pay fee. Can you see? Pay fee, and this one, no fee. Can you see? There's no fee here. You not pay any fee here. Withdrawal 0.3. This one, withdrawal no fee. But deposit, there's fee. Okay. Now this one, no fee. Deposit, withdrawal 0.10. 180 days. Deposit, no fee. Withdrawal, no fee. Okay, see? So those are the things. Now, This is the place we stake Cody. Let me see. Oh, it's like I've enabled staking here, because if you have not enabled staking before, it will show that I've enabled staking. So yet today in the morning we did compound, because okay, yeah, okay, is this? Then it was 73,000 and blah blah some fraction, or 300 or something. We compounded it. Now it has generated 11 point something. And we did a lot of experiment why you need staking against all this volatility, market price, and so you will not need to. Okay. Now we have this is the place we stake Cody. Cody. Oh. Sorry. I have to check it. Okay, this is farm beet farming. Wow, this is fantastic. Blue loud. DT. Wow, 120%. 142. Okay. So I'm just showing us, okay, we'll stick some Cody here. What's this? Oh, has it ended? Cody end 28,000. Are you serious? Has it ended? I never knew. Are you kidding me? Wait. Oh, crazy. I didn't know. You mean coding is over? Man, we do a lot of things, and so we don't really have time. I don't understand what's going on. 2,252. Cody earned. What? Compound. Well, I'll have to check later to know what's going on. And so you stake. So we stake a lot of coins. Other part is a staking. You stake, connect. Make sure you buy the coin. It's in your wallet. Like I think I did some experiment on other part. Let me check. Okay, I experimented this volume, right? And then it has accrued Cardano is 23. Now, so continually like that. So no matter what's happening in the market, you won't be moved because you stake, and that will contribute to the strength of the network. And then you are getting paid, right, on the accrued volumes of the coin. I did a lot of experiment in the morning of how when you stake a coin, you don't get concerned about the price, but you get motivated. The pool is depreciated and does not contribute to your level anymore. Please upgrade to the higher one or withdraw. Oh, are you serious? No, 7 days, 30 days. Okay. So you can see I stake a trust part here. So there are so many staking. When it's pool, it's a single staking. When it's farm, it's a combination. That's liquidity pool or yield farming, as it were. So we talked about so many staking, why you need to stake, and then some staking are flexible. Some staking, we call them CeFi staking, like on Binance and all of that. They are CeFi staking because it's a centralized platform. Even some wallet are CeFi. How do I know that? If you go here now, interest. Okay. Let's come up. Okay. So if you look at, let me see where I can see. Okay, DeFi, yeah. Right, some of this wallet are CeFi, they're not DeFi. Why? Look at it, centralizedly controlled, BlockFi, Nexus, CoinLoan, even though they are wallets. Right? Cake DeFi, YoHoldLab, CoinDX, Crypto.com, Bitfinex, and all of that. I think I needed to see Celsius. Okay. And somebody was asking me the other time, where can I stake though? There's so many places you can stake Doge. Let's look. All right, where's Matic? Polygon. Please, this is not, it's not totally exhausting that this is the only place where you can stake it. I staked Matic for a very long time on the Matic Foundation before we stake on Celsius and all of that. So understand those facts, okay? So that you don't miss out of things that you're supposed to benefit from. Yeah, Cardano does not mean that's the only place you hold them. You can stake it. That's why we have different platforms where we stake. Like now, I showed to us in the morning, even yesterday, of a platform called Midas. It's a staking platform, Midas.investment. So you can see you can stake BTC, Ethereum, and all of those things. So even when the market is going down, it's none of your business. You can stake coins there. What you need to do is have your email, Gmail, and let your email be opened, and open it, and then you click on login, and then it synchronizes to ask you, are you using Gmail or Discord? So you click on Gmail, then very simple. You you just put your Gmail and synchronize it, and you return back to click on here and click on profile. It takes you back to verify your email by putting it and send code. Then go to your email and verify it, and then you're good to go. You can now buy coins anywhere, or you can swap coin on their platform, and then begin to like invest. Just deposit it there, leave it there. Then you get some yield profits on that in the coin you have staked. There's something I need to do. Okay, now like some of you are on our platforms and you missed out, like somebody was chatting with me today. He missed out so crazily because not know what to do on Drip Network and different platforms, and like, I don't know what to do. And what really happened on that, we did about 4 things on Drip Network that time. And those things were, let me show you. We did about 4 things. Number 1, we bought Drip. All right, Drip for faucet staking. Number 2, we bought B3 4p. Number 3, we bought red. Now that's revolution. Number 4, we did drip garden. Now all of these were on the drip network. And what were the possibles? This one is for liquidity as taken for healthy growth of the coin. And then you get accrual on exchange fee, taxes, and all of that, for swapping and all of that. You get paid on the fraction of the volume that they are taking, swapping and all of that. That's why you do the drip faucet. Now, but this is the sentiment we do. Okay, this coin, a lot of people are going to be buying it for the purpose of just to stake it. That means the coin will go up. And so when I bought it, I was able to beat it at $67. And then when I saw that some people got it last year, but I can't change it at $6.7 thereabout. So no problem. I bought at 67, so I bought at 6.7. Now, but this is it. The volume I bought, I divided into 2. Right? And I set a goal for myself. Felix, the one you divide into 2, the half is for sell. The half is to stake and compound. Now, and how am I going to sell it? When the market hit $200, I'm going to sell about 60% of the one I want to sell. And then I'll wait when it gets to $100. Oh, sorry. I'm referring to these guys now, so I'm going to tell you that. So, but this one, I just bought and I stake it, I kept compounding. Then I left some fraction. So when I saw the coin, did this, what did it do? Look at it, all right? When it did that, 174. So I sold some at 150, 160. All right? I sold some at 150, 160 for the drip. Where am I? Excuse me. Right. Okay, so when I saw that, I sold and then keep half. Now the one that was on the staking, I was compounding it. That's one. So when they move up, I sold some and they already made money from the part I sold. Then some staking, they tell you, you can have some affiliate and you get paid on the affiliate. But these people said, even when you have affiliate, you must hold this one. You must buy this and hold. Minimum of 2, if not 3, 4, 5. And I still discovered that people were able to buy this same coin at as low as, let's look at it, as low as $5, $7, B3, 4p. B3, 4p. Oh my God, sorry, 277. Now, B3, 4p, you can see the all-time high, it has entered $441 before. And now you see that it's making its way to cross over. So let's check. Use days. You can see when the thing was just parallel, nothing at about $9. So there was a time $3. So I discovered some people got it at that price. Now you can see that it has actually consolidated to resistance, a support, sorry, and then trying to make a pullback, reversal back up, as it were. Now, what do I buy? So if I buy this, now I was lucky to be part of the people who bought this same coin at this place, $115. And what did I do? I bought more volume, and then when the market got to, I think 350, I sold parts. I used the money to buy other coins for staking. Since just for holding, for me to earn, maybe if somebody coming to the drip network, then I sold part. That means the part I sold is already more than the one I'm holding, so I have no issue whatsoever. Now, it has done all-time high here. I didn't mean I have time to buy more. As soon as it came down to as low as 234 or 250, I will have bought more. Now it's returning back. Now, that's my sentiment, and that's what I do. So I sold some, and I kept some. Number three, RIF. RIF was just for a pre-sale token, and which they said they wanted to do what they call animal farm. And they want to do animal farm. Now RIF was bought. Did you know that? Let's look at it. RIF was even in the coin market cap. RIF was as low as I was able to buy RIF at $35, $38, right? Well, RIF, of course, after the whole activities. Let's check. After the whole activities, RIF went down to nothing, right? So RIF, that's revolution. So we bought RIF, but there was a purpose for RIF. And the purpose is that RIF was going to be converted into what they call PL2. And then what exactly did I do? What exactly did I do? Having bought at about, I bought RIF at about $35, $36, $37. So you can see the first pump of it. Then I bought that way, and RIF continued to go up. And I told myself, Felix, the volume of RIF you bought, half of it will be sold. The first bag I'm going to sell at $200. And the second bag I'm going to sell at $300. Now you see that it went to $313, but $300 I sold. Now, why did it crash like this? Because the forum made an announcement, we're going to remove liquidity so that every RIF that is captured before we remove liquidity is swapped to PL2. Now, there were some persons who were trading it in the market. They don't know that some of us have exit. As the liquidity was removed, the whole thing died down. And then you can now see that RIF have been struggling within the range and all of that. Now, what was it used to? Was converted, right? So, you know, I've sold half and then I make enough money for what I use in buying it. I imagine it was something at $115, all right? And it got to $200, $300, you sold some, you already make money, cover your capital and leave the remaining one you want to do. Now, RIF was kept, and which we used yesterday. Drip garden. Now let me go back here. Number one, drip. Look at what the drip. So I did the staking of drip, and so what am I getting? The drip of the staking of the drip is for me to be having average of, you know, about is it from the generated fund. I can accumulate up to maybe 1% of transactions in the ecosystem. People who are buying, selling, withdrawing, and all of that. Then I looked at when people have opportunity to have bought at $6. Some have 3,000 drip and all of that. Now take note, this volume that I've staked here now, I cannot take it. It only shows that what should be my expected total outcome eventually, gradually, is 39. So what I did was, initially, what I staked was around 5. So I have to compound. And I said, Felix, the moment I compound up to 10, I'm not going to compound again. So what am I going to be doing that time? I can be harvesting. When I harvest, I will have it handy. When the market spike, I can sell, right? That means on the average, if I'm getting that harvest, what if we get to $500 and maybe I get 0.1 in a day or something, then I can really convert. So that's exactly, and that's the strategy I adopted, you know, in my drip. So remember, I've sold part, and then for me to buy drip, of course, you can buy a Planbxpress. That's why I show there, and then you can copy the contract address, right? You can go to Planbxpress, for instance, if I want to buy. So I can come here, because I've traded it before. So if I type drip, I can see it, right? So I want to buy drip, and then yada yada. Let's say I want to use 1 BNB. So it's even expensive now, 2.8. There was a time, as at the time I first bought drip, 1 BNB was to give 14. Right at the point it came that 1 BNB became 2.5. So imagine somebody who use 1 BNB to get 14. So when you get 14, you turn back to BNB. I know that you're having BNB, taking advantage of drip. So I can trade it as I want, right? Now, but what other things am I doing? So this one is being staked. It will be accruing. Then now they first have what they call manual farm. Then now have animal farm. Now look at the animal farm. What exactly am I doing there? There's a drip garden. And the drip garden is that I plant some liquidity, right? I plant some liquidity. And those liquidity I planted now, where are you? Okay, now you can see I plant some liquidity in the garden. All I do every time is to compound what I've invested, and then I continue to compound it. So plant seeds, so to compound as I'm getting some volume. I wanted to plant it in right now. I'm just taking you dimensions of things that are happening in the crypto, even that you know how to trade effectively or not. But while you are trading, you keep some things for farming, for staking, and all of that. Now, this I'm just compounding. What will happen? I'll be growing it over time. When I need money, I can just be harvesting of the one that I brought. The more volume I have, the faster I can always harvest. There's some persons hourly, because they've started since last year. Hourly, they can be harvesting more than 2 times of this one, right? Now, how do I go about this? For instance, you must be given a link, for instance, and then just you come up and then you buy BUSD. You must make sure that BUSD is in your wallet. And so when you buy BUSD, then you want to get, right? So let's say I want to get this, it would ask you to type amount. So let's say I'm using maximum. Can you see now? I'm using maximum. Then your own, it will tell you enable, because if you are just doing it for the first time, enable. When you click enable, collect charges to do that and all that. Then when you are done with confirmation, it takes you supply. And so when you click supply, then after this confirm, you have to come to what you call drip garden, and then you are going to see what you are supplying. All you now need to do at that time, what you are going to see is buy plant. So when you buy plant, that means the plant, as you buy it, you plant it, and then you are done. Now, that is for drip, right? That is for drip garden. That continues in that order. Now, but the animal farm, like we that have the PL2, will redeem it. Are you serious? So those of us who have PL2 will redeem it right here to get some volume of pigs and volumes of dogs. Right now, what we're now doing here is called farming and pool. Now, look at the farming. There are so many farming here. Now, I put dogs, BUS, PMB. My God, it's actually going more faster than this. Wow. Wow. Why this is going faster than others? Wow. Drip BUSD, sorry. Uh, whoosh. I cannot be enough. I just wanted to do some experiment. Okay, so I'll take see, I'll take this just in the evening. So it has accrued this one to this. That's the farming pools. Single, I take this. I'll just pull out this guy to combine it with to do farming. The farming is more productive than single staking. I stake cake and then getting this. I will have to look for more money to do. Then the pigs staked here for me to be earning BUSD as it were. I can harvest it, but I'm not interested now. So this is a complete ecosystem for different staking, just like how you can still stake on PancakeSwap. Like you can do some liquidity pre-sale. You can do some pre-sale on PancakeSwap. I think I even did some. Anytime I'm doing training, I do some of those. Okay, you can see that. You can see, can still pancake and get 63% per annum. Can see show you that I still have 14 here. I think I've harvested some of the volume. One day I came and saw they say I have 5. Though I stake enough that time, and then I harvested it to do 1 or 2 things that time. So if I want to do farming, needs can see where the farming, that means you provide liquidity. Every trading fee from there you get paid, right? Get paid from the fee. You can see somebody's, if you do this liquidity GEL versus BNB, that's 270% per annum. But this is where we call, you can have impairment against, are you kidding me? Ether BNB. How did they know? So all of these, you can provide liquidity, get paid from the trading fee, swapping fee that people are paying, or the gas fee people are paying from doing those transactions. So you get paid your own. You can see them. Mostly, if you don't want to have unnecessary impairment, you rather do stable coin to stable coin. USDC, USDT, not too big in percentage, but you don't have anything to fear. Your money remain there. So there are so many things in crypto that people do not know that is happening, and then it's actually happening. So this I'm just doing as an aha effect. I'm just showing us about the liquidity. So I stake a lot of coins. Take care. Why do your trading so you wouldn't have unnecessary issue to panic when the market is flying down or flying up? You just be cool. While others are saying, "Oh my God, what's happening? Market is crashing." Oh, I have no business with that because you have stake coin. If you are losing volumes in price, if you are losing price, you are not losing volume. That's the advantage. And then when you are doing this DEX swapping, and so you can see BTC is actually trying its move so that it can return back to where it comes from, though. Although we have to be very careful too, though, because it's a highly manipulated market. But looking at things now, you can see the movement is gradually, if we cross over here again now, so you can have a hair long of maybe 41, 42K. Then so you are now saying all this level 40, 42 to 44, then you have another speed lane, 46 plus, all of the staircases, 8, and then then we'll go and meet 43 problem again. This 53 rather. This wicked region. 52. That's another dangerous region. You can see that there was a lot of upper lower limits here for a long time. And so once you discover that, you could be trading within that range, having created your trend or limit, upper lower limits trend, and then you are trading within that region. So the moment you see that the market just flip down below that, that's a warning, like here. So look at it. So that's a big warning for you to say, hey, guys, it's high time, right? So you're now creating, it's giving you a warning, a very big one indeed, that you know what? Like I always tell friends, you don't need anybody to give you unnecessary headache. Just take to understand pattern you've created for yourself and then begin to move. Now you are waiting for the market to actually cross this and maybe to return. And rather than crossing, you could see here now that rather than crossing, the market was going downward. Cannot find, right? So then when you see this guy, this guy has messed me up. Oh, this guy has messed me up. Oh my goodness. And you go back. So he's now if you look at it here now. Can you see? Okay, so you can see, all right, the guy starts, then it now starts creating another trend within this place. Right, and now begin to now sub another trend limits. So another limit over here, and then continue the journey, and then we have another one down here. Now it has managed to now say, well, that's why I kept on emphasizing on we need to cross 39K. That meant we need to cross 39K. If we're unable to cross 39K, of course, we saw here, then we're still in trouble. Then then as we're able to cross it, then we're having another battle here, down here, right? And then when we're able to cross over to get to this place, then we have this place to contend with. 45, in that order, begins to. Now, the markets had, either you like it or not, outside people is you against the market, and sometimes you against yourself. So rather than being emotional about the market, you already have what will give you confidence. Okay, whatever the market will let it do, is the fact that you have some staking, you have some, stuff like that. And imagine when you are trading within this region, imagine when the market was down to 34 or something, you bought, you get to 37, 38, you sold, and then come back to 35, you bought again, yada, 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 you come back to 37, you sold, stuff like that. Or if you are people that are trading future, as it bought from 34, you go long, you get to 37, 38, it closing, and once confirmation is given, it's short again, and then it may not allow you to get to 35 at 34, sorry, at 36, it close it and wait for confirmation of it going up, enter, stuff like that, which you can always do. Most time is simple. This thing a lot of people you can always use is this fractals. William fractals. It can always give you all those signals. Yeah, up, down, up, down, up, down, stuff like that. You can check it here. Let me just show you. You can change here to green, red, okay, up, then down. The other combination you must use, okay? So I can use other combination than in that order. I may not use this. I may have to use like 1 hour time frame, right? Maybe 1 hour, sometimes 30-minute time frame. Okay, so you can see fractals. Now you combine with other tool, there are other two. Now you see, hey, no, come up, yeah. It tell you, hey, it's going down. All right, it's going up, just a little. Is it telling you it's still up? Yeah, go up. It's coming down. Yeah, look at it. Come down. Yeah, it's going up. It's coming down. Just like your scalping. It's going up. Yeah, it's coming down. Confirm twice and it's coming down. All right. Then you can see here, still never give confirmation that it's going up, right? And then went up again. Now this it's like a double bottom or so. It ran the trend, and it's check over here. It says coming down again. Then this is the last one it has given to you. Say up, it's still up. All right, you can see that the speed at which BTC now is going, that's like, thank you very much, you have given me free access to move. I'm tired of this journey you have kept me for long. I'm tired, I want to go. Right? So you can see now, it's broken. This guy is trying to get up more. If you look at it, use Ichimoku Cloud. So you can see as the time it has broken this guy. And so I have this place to contend with 42, 43. When I build up there, I go up there, go up there. So that's exactly what we do tonight. Thank you very much. I think later you can watch the other video. I think this one is still recorded. Can still upload it. So we have come to the end of all this 4 days interaction. And so just do the needful for yourself and learn more and pay attention. Sometimes we send some information for people to take advantage of, and it's going to help us a lot. Okay, so should you have any question? Why not? You can ask me. If you have a question, then you can ask we attend to your questions if you have. Okay, I think at this point, I'm gonna stop the record.